I'm not bothered what's happening around, who's saying what, because I have created a belief in myself. So that belief is more important for me.
Right.
So after Osho, I actually sat down, and then another thing that happened with me was, during this time, Shanada gave me a book by Romarola, Jean Christophe. Okay, it was a thick book like this.
Right.
Imagine a teacher giving you a book to read. Okay, it was
That
about a
used to happen to
musician.
me all the time.
So it was
Sorry.
yeah. So that book really inspired me, Romarola's Jean Christophe. It was in tatters. I had to actually literally pick up one page and read it and then put it back. And I don't remember how many pages there were, but it was a thick book.
So you went through that thick.
I went through that. So that also had a lot of spiritual feeling in me.
Right.
And then I read Krishnamurti, J. Krishnamurti. That actually would say sealed the spirituality, the power of spirituality in me. And I, till today, I still read J. Krishnamurti.
So coming to the work, what are the metaphors in your work that you would say you intend to put spirituality through that, where you sort of suggest to the viewer that, I mean, the viewer can get spirituality from all kinds of things, but you are controlling also as an artist. You are controlling their view.
Yeah.
So you might be giving them certain hints.
Yeah, it's, for example, there's a very interesting work I did, there was a time, like 2011, 12, 13, I think, I did a series of works which had just umbilical cords. And in those umbilical cords, I put small fetuses, okay? And those fetuses were actually, the whole work was very monochromatic, like it was in brown. And one day I came back to the studio, I said, we talk about ki Sakshi chali gayi, but she's taken another birth in different clothes. So we keep saying that when the birth is, you are taking birth in different clothes, your soul is there, it's very much present there. So if I'm talking about Sakshi not being there, but then her soul is definitely there. So when we are changing clothes, so why shouldn't I make these fetuses in different colors? So I actually started creating these, I created these different colors for the fetuses. So it was called Born Again and Again.
Right.
So this is where I would say a very pertinent
birth,
point.
Birth is coming back again through that.
Yeah, that's right. Through that only.
Through that as well.
Yeah.
When you take each print, how you have to arrange it.
Yes.
Perhaps you can tell us a little bit about that. Because in printmaking, when you add colors, it's not like you pick up a brush and you added a color. It's not as simple as that. So tell us about the process.
It's a long process, fine. But then it's such an, as I said, adventurous process. Because where what we feel like, okay, I've done this, I don't know, but as I said, intuitively, I take everything step by step. So the feel that I want to create flowers, I want to create this other thing, the background, the foreground. How am I going to do it? In a painting in a painting on a canvas or if pastels, it's very easy because you just take the paintbrush and you just draw. If you don't like it, you wipe it off. But in printmaking, you can't do that. How? You have to actually go through the whole process to change it. So in fact, if I have to do something, and I like to do multi-plate prints. Yeah. So in multi-plate prints, you have to have a proper registration so that every print, or even if I'm doing variations, and that's why my works are more variations. If it's a portfolio work, I would just do those many works for the portfolio, like for Jay Imprint, we did the portfolio. He said that we need 5 prints. I didn't even make the 6th print because I said, no, I want to do variations, you know, that's way. So for each print, I have to have a different color. For each, the matrix is also different. To register them,
And the registration process is actually, we will show you a clip of it. It is something which is very time taking, very
yeah, it's very
painstaking.
time taking.
The artist has to carefully, draw out
Yeah.
the entire composition so that all the prints come one on top of the other.
Absolutely.
And that you don't get any mess.
Yeah.
Because a messy print has to be rejected by the artist.
Yes.
And the kind of rejection, the artist just says, oh, this is not working.
This is not working. Actually,
Yeah.
you go through the whole process and then you just say, कि नहीं, ये तो नहीं ठीक है. So that is what is.
So that is that. Yeah, that is where printmaking becomes demanding.
Right.
And the audience is unaware of this because they are only looking at the number of prints you've taken and then they are like, अच्छा, इसका 6 है तो मतलब 6 लोगों के पास है. So I'm not an exclusive owner of this.
Yeah.
And then they start bargaining with you about it.
That's awful.
Which is very unfortunate, the way the economy works around it.
Yeah.
But even creatively, I would say that with each print, you have made a difference because you have made the series you showed me of the tree, for
Yeah.
example.
Yes.
And one you had made it really green, then one you had made it brown,
Black.
and the feeling that you get when you see the dark print is of darkness. It's something which pulls you down, like it makes you think. And when you see the green one, you feel energetic, you feel free.
So again,
all those things are.
and then again it goes to the mood you are coming into the studio.
Studio.
So the day I am, maybe I don't realize it, but when maybe I might have been a little low on that day, I did black. And if I'm very chirpy and cheerful, I would have done red or pink. So it's always the day you come to the studio and what mood you are coming in, that gets transformed also into the work. And another thing, like I remember working in Gadi Studios. My first 15 years were in Gadi Studios. And I'm doing lithography, rolling, and suddenly Sushanto comes, Kavita, तूने orange पहना, तू orange color कर रही है. And people would actually make me feel that I am wearing red, I'm doing red color, I'm wearing green. So I didn't know that I have done this, but I am doing it. So it's always the mood also.
The mood comes into, yeah. So Kavita ji, I would like you to tell us about your experience with the Jay sir. And how did you and Jay Jarotia get, introduced to each other? What was his impact on your career? And how did he mentor you? Because he was not just an artist himself, but he was a mentor.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jay sir, that we are here because of you. And it's really good to feel that we are contributing to Jay sir's life in this way by remembering him in this way. And my association with Jay sir goes back to 1985, where I actually I had to talk about, or I had to actually attend a workshop, Sahitya Kala Parishad workshop.
Right.
And that is where I got to know him. And it was a drawing and serigraphy workshop where I had to basically, I thought I'll be doing drawing, but then my name was in serigraphy, and I realized that I don't know what serigraphy is all about. Like, I'd never done silk screen. So that is when I went up to him and I said, Jay sir, he was not my teacher. I went as a, you can say, freelance
Visiting
artist.
faculty.
I used to go as a visiting faculty there. So I said, जय सर मुझे तो serigraphy मैंने कभी किया नहीं है. तो कहते हैं कि कोई बात नहीं आज कर लेते हैं. And that is when I would like to show that print also. Like that work was done with him, and I realized the nitty-gritties of what exposing is all about, what silk screen is all about. So that is where I would like to, say that, he brought silk screen into my life. And then second time I got to work with him was in 94 for Udayan Care, and it was a workshop for many artists and critics, like Magu sir was also there as a painter. He also did etchings, and there were many others it was a charitable kind of a workshop. And that's where I did a work called Sensitive Touch, which I think was very good. And then actually I went to a master printer in 1990 to Luxembourg, and I worked with him for 3 months and all doing just serigraphy. So the interest in serigraphy came from Jay sir.
From Jessa, okay.
Yeah.
Where do you see this medium going next? What are the challenges that are laid out in front of you as a printmaker, and if someone who's passing it on through being a teacher as well? What are the challenges, and also what are the joys?
Yeah, I can talk about the challenge. It is very challenging because now there is no discrimination between the mediums. If you see, people are doing prints on any material. Okay, so that is a very good thing that is happening. And why should we just get, as I said, that change is very important. Why should we just get stuck with that medium that it has to be on paper only? Why can't, and why should it be just with the format? Why can't I cut the paper? Why can't I make a collage out of it? Or why can't I just do it on canvas print? So these are the challenges that are being thrown by youngsters also. And that is where I feel a time will come when printmaking, my personal idea is, and my personal feeling is that it will become passé.
Passé?
मुझे लगता है. मुझे क्यों लगता है? क्योंकि आजकल जो है कि पेंटिंग, प्रिंट मेकिंग, स्कल्पचर, सब कुछ तो एमालगमेट हो गया है. If you see, everything is got together.
Yes, I do agree with you that the boundaries around the disciplines have become a lot more porous.
So I don't
and
print.
people are trying all kinds of things. There's even the thing that we now know, NFT is there.
Yeah.
So that also like puts printmaking in a different position, because now people are just buying the NFTs, and it has that kind of value where you can have more than one.
That's exactly.
But just bringing it down to the fact that there are certain things which are technical about printmaking.
So see,
which shouldn't be forgotten.
No, it shouldn't be forgotten. It will never be forgotten. But when I'm doing a print, I'm not doing it for the print making as such. I am involved. I love this medium. As a work of art, I take it like that. It's not for me that this is a print or it's a painting. मुझे जो काम मैं कर रही हूँ, मुझे वो मज़ा आ रहा है, तो मैं कर रही हूँ. If somebody buys it, it doesn't buy, it doesn't really matter to me at all. Because that is where my challenge to myself is, that I'm not bothered कि कोई खरीद रहा है, नहीं खरीद रहा है. I am working because I love the medium, I love the technicality part of it, and I love the adventure part of it, and I love the way I work. That is very important for me.
So then we leave you with this, that you have to have love for your medium. You have to not worry about the market.
That's my way of thinking.
Yeah, which is something which I would say the young generation do a lot, because they are also growing. They haven't reached your seniority. They have those anxieties. They are like, अच्छा तो कैसे पैसे बनाएंगे? How will we sell our work? I want to be not living off the street. They're worried about their livelihood. So don't worry, because we have seniors like Kavita ji and all the others who are going to come and share with you. There are ways that you can survive if you love the medium enough, and if you are willing to take on those challenges head on and do it with a smile.
Yeah, and I would like to say that there is this book, Art for Art's Sake, by Rabindranath Tagore. So I'm from Shanti Niketan. I read that book. Actually, I mugged it up by heart because I said, art for art's sake, क्यों नहीं हो सकता है? You know, that's
Why not? Art
yeah.
for art's sake then. Thank you so much for your time and we hope to catch you again.
Thank you. Thank you.